Hello, I'm Chris Williams from Read Comics They're Bad For You, the name of my YouTube channel. Or if you're watching this on BitChute, the name of my BitChute channel is Comic Freak. If you're watching this on Library when I have it up and running, thank you for subscribing. We're going to be talking about how there's a rumor going around. The Orville's Seth MacFarlane and NBC walk out of Star Trek sales meeting. Apparently Seth MacFarlane was all ready to buy Star Trek, but apparently he didn't like the offer he was getting, and the offer they made was rejected. Too bad. We could have really used more decent Star Trek nowadays. A new rumor details that Seth MacFarlane and his new team at NBC walked out of a Star Trek sales meeting. The rumor, which was posted on 4chan, details that MacFarlane and his team at NBC had a meeting with CBS to discuss the sale of Star Trek to NBC Universal. The meeting was scheduled for 2 hours, but ended up being done in half an hour when MacFarlane and company walked out of the meeting. MacFarlane and his team reportedly walked out due to CBS price being far in excess of what Seth was expecting. The poster claims CBS price was so high because they were emboldened by positive reception of Picard. However, they do note that MacFarlane and NBC did offer their own price and claimed it was fair. The offer allegedly included all rights to movies and TV except those held by Bad Robot. Emboldened by positive reception of Picard? Are you sure? That just sounds like a joke, because when I'm hearing Picard is a horrible piece of trash that is not fit to be part of Star Trek canon at all. This show should not have been made, and NBC Universal is emboldened by Picard? Oh my god, these guys are so out of it and not in touch with anything. CBS did not outright reject the offer according to the poster. Twitter user Angry Mr. Feebles shared the rumor on Twitter. And here is Angry Mr. Feebles' tweet. Never had much faith in this rumor anyway, but it looks like NBC won't be buying Star Trek. And that's a damn shame, because we need real Star Trek, not the garbage they're giving us now with Picard and Star Trek Discovery. A previous rumor, also shared to 4chan and then shared to Twitter by Angry Mr. Feeble, detailed that MacFarlane was interested in acquiring the rights to Star Trek. And here is his tweet. It's probably all nonsense, but the idea of NBC Universal and Seth MacFarlane acquiring Star Trek would surely be an improvement over what we've got now. That rumor indicated that CBS's Star Trek Picard was receiving negative feedback during test screenings. The poster, who claims they work for CBS, wrote, "First 5 episodes of Picard were test screened and received an average grade of C from general audiences and D from Trek fans. For reference, even our shittiest programs will usually get a B from general audiences." Although they did note everyone is actually surprised how good some of the influencer comments and social media have been for the premiere, but we're putting it down to the open bar that was in the lobby. It's not just Picard, though. The higher-ups are shitting themselves about Star Trek as a whole. The show currently has 94% on Tomato Meter rating from critics on Rotten Tomatoes. Critics gave the show an average rating of 8.6 out of 10. It has an 80% audience score, with the average rating being 4.1 out of 5. There's the Rotten Tomatoes score for what it's worth. Tomato Meter, 94% from all critics. Audience score, 80%. Now, if you don't know Rotten Tomatoes, this sounds like a good thing, but if you do, you know it's a trash website that all it does now is lie. So this score might as well just be trash, period. The score has an average weighted score of 8.8 on IMDB. Now, mind you, I'm not all that familiar with IMDB beyond its name, but it sounds like this is yet another score for Picard that's been skewed by its, creators who just want to give it a good score. But let's get back to what we were doing. However, those numbers seem to be massively inflated, as the scores are significantly lower for both critics and users on Metacritic. The critics' Metascore sits at 77%, while the user score is at 6.0, with 13 positive reviews, 6 mixed reviews, and 8 negative reviews. Not only are the Metacritic scores significantly lower, but sources tell me that Star Trek Picard's Episode 1 viewership was worse than CW's Batwoman, which has seen viewership dip below 1 million viewers during its premiere season. I think that article made the best argument ever to not trust Rotten Tomatoes. If you like this video, subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed because YouTube is going around unsubscribing people, so make sure you are still subscribed. If you're watching my videos but you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Read Comics They're Bad For You. If you're watching this on Library when I have it up, thank you for subscribing. If you're watching this on BitChute, please subscribe to my BitChute channel, Comic Freak. Hit that bell for notifications, hit that like button, and leave some comments down below. And if you could you also please share this video, share it on Twitter, share it on Reddit, and share it on Facebook. Share it anywhere you think it'll do the most good, because YouTube is not going around promoting their own YouTube creators anymore, and it would really help me if you could please share this video. Now listen closely, it's plug-in time again. Keep checking back in all my future videos for more information on my own upcoming independent comic book scumdogs. I'm Chris Williams, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video or review.